Did you know that pit bulls are known for their strength, loyalty, and energetic nature? Despite their tough appearance, they can be loving and playful pets when trained properly. And now just imagine a daring pit bull decides to mess with an animal double than its size. It sounds like a recipe for disaster. So get ready to hold your breath as we are about to dive into some of the most intense moments where a pit bull dog decides to mess with the wrong opponent and things quickly took an unexpected turn. In this footage, you can see a man casually chatting with another person while holding his bull by the side of the road. Everything seems normal until a pit bull suddenly enters the scene. Without hesitation, the dog heads straight for the bull, boldly approaching and beginning to tease and bite it. The bull, trying to defend itself, starts using its powerful horns to fend off the pit bull, but the dog refuses to back down. Despite the bull's attempts to push the dog away, the pit bull keeps going, and that's when chaos erupts. As the bull starts panicking, it tries to move away from the pit bull, but the dog continues to chase and harass it relentlessly. The bull's owner struggles to control the situation, gripping the rope tightly, but the pit bull doesn't seem to care. It just keeps pushing forward, making the bull more frantic. In a desperate attempt to stop the dog, a woman armed with a stick and a man with a shovel rush to the scene. They both start hitting the dog, trying their best to make it let go. But the pit bull is stubborn, ignoring their strikes and continuing to cause more chaos. Finally, after several failed attempts to get the dog off, the bull manages to land a solid hit with its horns, sending the pit bull flying. The bull's owner quickly takes advantage of the moment, grabbing his bull and rushing to leave the chaotic scene. But even after being knocked down, the determined pit bull gets up and runs after the bull once again, refusing to give up. The bull, now furious, fights back even harder, attacking the pit bull with everything it has. At the same time, the man with the shovel continues to strike the dog, trying to protect the bull from further harm. The bull, growing more aggressive, delivers another strong hit with its horns, this time leaving the pit bull dazed. After repeated blows from both the bull and the man with the shovel, the pit bull finally gives up. Worn out and injured, it backs off, realizing it can't win this fight. In the end, the pit bull is scared away, and the scene finally calms down after the intense struggle. In a frightening moment, a strong and restless pit bull runs aggressively at a beautiful horse that is pulling a carriage down the street. The intense struggle between the two creates a real sense of danger, with the horse desperately trying to escape the pit bull's relentless attacks. People nearby gasp in shock and fear as they witness the chaos unfold. Some rush forward, trying to help the horse, yelling and waving their arms to distract the pit bull. Even though some of them hit the pit bull in an attempt to make it stop, it stubbornly refuses to back down. The situation escalates, and the tension in the air is almost unbearable. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, someone manages to grab the pit bull by its legs, successfully pulling it away. This brave action allows the horse to escape unharmed, leaving everyone relieved that the horse miraculously survived the ordeal. Arena bulls are some of the most powerful and dangerous animals used in events like bullfighting. These bulls are bred for their strength, speed, and aggressive instincts, making them highly unpredictable. Once they enter the ring, their natural instinct is to charge at anything that moves, seeing it as a threat. Their horns, sharp and deadly, can cause serious injury with just one hit. What makes them even more dangerous is their size and weight. They can weigh over 1,000 pounds and move surprisingly fast. When a bull gets agitated, it becomes nearly impossible to calm it down, and its sheer force can knock down even the most experienced handlers or matadors. In the arena, these bulls are not just aggressive, they are in survival mode, and anyone or anything that gets too close risks being charged, trampled, or gored by the bull's powerful horns. This makes them incredibly dangerous to be around, especially when they are provoked or feel threatened. This video is of an arena where the crowd was watching closely, not expecting what would happen next. A powerful bull suddenly broke loose from its rider, causing chaos all around. The matadors tried their best to control the situation, but the furious bull was far too wild to handle. Out of nowhere, a playful dog ran into the ring, not to help, but to tease the bull. The dog got too close, and the bull reacted swiftly, striking the dog with its horns and sending it flying through the air. The crowd gasped in shock, realizing how dangerous it is to provoke an angry bull. Here's a video of a farm where a bull was standing calmly, minding its own business. Suddenly, a playful dog enters the scene, full of energy and excitement. The little dog starts teasing the bull, wagging its tail and barking joyfully. The dog is so playful that it begins to bite the bull's tail, thinking it's all just a game. For the dog, this is a fun moment, but it doesn't realize the trouble it's causing for the bull. The bull, at first, seems unfazed, but after a moment, the dog stops teasing, unaware that its actions have already made the bull quite angry. After a few seconds of silence, the dog decides to tease the bull again, running around and barking playfully. But this time, things didn't go as planned. The bull, now furious from being bothered, kicks the dog from behind. The kick is strong and sends the little dog flying through the air, turning the playful scene into chaos. The dog panics, realizing it has gone too far. It starts crying in fear and quickly runs away from the scene, regretting its decision to mess with the bull. The video ends with the bull standing there, returning to its calm state, while the dog disappears into the distance, learning a valuable lesson about teasing animals much bigger than itself. Even though the pit bull was much smaller than the horse, it launched a fierce attack, biting the horse all over and trying to reach its neck. The thing with pit bulls is that when they attack, it's not just about causing injuries or scaring their opponent. For them, the fight must end in a kill with no other outcome. That's why they target the neck, exactly like in this case with the horse. Despite the terrifying attack, the horse, though battered, showed great resilience and its will to survive. This is another video of a bull in a peaceful field, happily munching on the fresh green grass. The sun shines down, creating a calm and serene atmosphere. But in the midst of this quiet scene, a small yet fearless bull terrier appears, full of energy and mischief. The little dog has a playful spirit and seems to see the bull not as a massive opponent, but as a big friend to tease. Without a second thought, the bull terrier bounds towards the bull, barking playfully and wagging its tail. It doesn't seem to realize the size difference between them or that the bull could easily hurt it. As the dog gets closer, it circles around the bull, darting in and out, playfully nipping at its heels and barking loudly. The bull, surprised by this bold little creature, lifts its head and snorts, trying to figure out what this tiny intruder is doing. Despite its size, the bull terrier shows no fear. It charges at the bull, leaping and darting around with boundless energy. Each time the bull strikes with its powerful horns, the dog is knocked down, tumbling into the grass. But remarkably, the dog springs back to its feet almost instantly, shaking off the impact as if it were nothing. With its tail wagging and a determined look in its eyes, the dog charges at the bull again, refusing to give up. The bull seems both confused and irritated by the dog's persistence. It swings its head, trying to shake the pesky little creature off, but the bull terrier is undeterred. It continues to leap forward, showing amazing courage in the face of such a huge opponent. The little dog keeps returning for more, barking defiantly as it challenges the bull, almost as if it's saying, "I'm not afraid of you!" A bull was peacefully grazing in a quiet farmland when two mischievous dogs decided to cause trouble. They started harassing the bull, circling around and teasing it, even though the bull tried to ignore them. The dogs were relentless, refusing to give up, without thinking about the danger they were putting themselves in. As the dogs continued their annoying behavior, the bull gradually grew angrier. After a while, the bull had enough and gave one of the dogs a strong kick, sending it flying through the air. However, the other dog didn't stop and kept pestering the bull. To make things worse, the dog that had been kicked came back and resumed teasing the bull as if nothing had happened. As the situation escalated and became more intense, the bull finally repositioned itself, using its horns to strike at both dogs. One of the dogs was sent spinning into the air from the force of the hit. The injuries they received were enough to teach the stubborn dogs a tough lesson about knowing their limits and respecting the bull's space. That's a wrap for today's video. We'd love to hear from you. What do you think about pit bulls' dogs? Do you think they will think twice now before messing with the bulls? Share your thoughts and reactions in the comments below. Your feedback keeps us excited and helps us make even better videos. If you enjoyed this wild adventure, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest content. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling ride. Stay tuned for more amazing wildlife stories. See you in the next video.